Hey, I'm at ESL Pro League Dallas with JasonR of Optic, IGL of Optic. Were you born in IGL?
No,
No.
I became one.
You accepted the challenge,
Yeah, I did.
and now you're just flourishing. Now you're permanently on Optic. You're the IGL, and do you like it?
Yeah, I love it. I love leading. I've always known that I could do it. It's just now I don't know what kind of I'm IGLing, but I don't know what kind of role they need me. Like am I entry, am I lurking, am I like second, third man in? That's a big question, and I've been struggling kind of in that department.
Well, you're the boss now. Don't you just say like I'm entering?
Yeah, but they're all like stars, right? So it's almost like I don't know. You want them to do well, and I'm kind of like I'm sitting myself back, and I'm kind of letting them do well, and I'm kind of seeing myself kind of play bad, and
Right.
yeah, it's hard, but it takes time.
Yeah. So you sacrifice a lot as an IGL, and like as an IGL, since you're coming up with the strats and all this stuff, you're throwing a lot of nades yourself. So you're spending money, that you would be spending on better guns all the time on nades and stuff like that. So do you feel like it's just like naturally you're just support, and then you're trying to figure out what the other thing you're trying to like do as an IGL is?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm naturally throwing the nades. I'm trying to get them into like successful positions. But it's like I'm an IGL, but at the same time like there's a lot of different maps that they already have like some set stuff on, set positions and stuff that I'm kind of working around.
Okay.
And so the hard part there is like some maps I feel like they need me to go in first, and then other maps I'm like I'm like sitting somewhere like kind of waiting. So it's like it's hard, I don't know I know some maps, I don't know all maps yet exactly, but we're working on it.
So what was the deal with Hayes taking over for IEM Sydney, and then you coming back now?
I couldn't go to Sydney. I was unable to go to Sydney. I was moving. This was something that I'd set up before I even joined Optic. So yeah, I just was unable to go, and they used Hazed.
Oh, okay. So no bad blood or anything like that.
No bad blood or anything. No.
Okay, cool. So if you could come into the team and be any role that you wanted to, you're saying it would be an IGL?
Yeah, I wanted to or after I left Splice, or even when I was on Splice, which was granted a very long time ago. I wanted IGL. I always knew that I had it, like I could IGL. And I got a shot with Optic. So
Yeah. I'll be honest, like I wasn't ever critical of you as a player, so you're a good player, but the thought that a top team, like a top 3 team, Optic coming off a like E-League win, picking up somebody who hasn't IGL before is like such a tall task for a team that's supposed to be so well established. Was that big shoes to fill?
oh yeah, it's Stan. It's like
Yeah.
Stan is such a good IGL. He's such a weird sort of has his own style. Yeah, it's definitely super hard shoes to fill, like super hard for sure. And at the beginning, it's like I didn't have a lot of respect from the players. Like, I would, and that's obvious, right? Like you come from Splice, you go to Optic, it's like you don't have a lot of respect. But I'm kind of slowly gaining that, and yeah, I just need to step up my own individual fragging power, and then I think we'll be back.
So,
We'll be good.
so how are you developing? Like, what stuff have you learned? Like,
Well, with Optic, I feel like a lot of the guys are kind of emotional. Like they're kind of not in a bad way. I mean, they're just like very passionate about the game. So I'm kind of like I'm like a neutralizer. Like I'm like the guys, come on, relax. Let's get this round. Let's go. And I think that's what they need, and that's kind of what I'm learning. Is how they react to round losses, how they react to like us throwing a stupid round, how they react, and how I can kind of like neutralize it and make us forget about it. So yeah.
now, for a while, you were just you're taking on the stream full time. Like you're going really hard. JR Nasty, Jason with a hard R. And you're having a lot of fun with that. I remember like right after it was like the MLG major. You were, or it was after the qualifier. You found out you're getting stakers, was telling you how much money you were going to make, and you're like, oh my god! And then you're like, I want to start streaming too. And you started streaming like crazy. What is it about streaming that you like?
Man, I just love for me, it's not about how many viewers I have. It's not about that. It's about like seeing the same faces every time I come on, every time I stream, bro. It's like that's what makes me come on. And that's what I love about it. Is like I'm building a community, a fan base. But that's what I love about it. That's what I love about it.
Would you be streaming longer than you would be a pro player?
Would I be streaming longer than yeah, 100%. 100%. I personally enjoy streaming so much, but I just still have that competitive drive. So I want to test it here, and who knows, maybe I'll only be playing, who knows how long they'll give me the shot. But yeah, I love streaming. So yeah.
Why did you take the break in the first place? So you like played on Splice and then it was just kind of like teamless. Was it just because of the stream?
Just because of the stream. Like I finished playing with Splice, and I started streaming, and I was like, wow, like I'm making money, like I can do this however long I need to, and then it just started growing. I had offers from teams I could join. I was just like, no, like I don't want to, I'm gonna keep grinding this. I'm gonna keep doing this, and I got an offer from Optic, and it's like you don't you don't turn down that. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay. So you were like so you were getting offers and you were maybe thinking about it, but you didn't want to like sell yourself short or like go.
Yeah. Exactly. And it was like the stream was like growing every day, and I didn't want to like join a team and take away some time from the stream just to So that's why. Just build the stream pretty much.
Yeah. Did you get this opportunity with Optic because of Rank S?
Yeah, probably yeah. And all the Reddit clips, and when you build like a fan base like that, it's almost like people are like, why is this guy building so many people that enjoy watching him? And in my eyes, it's like, wow, like he's really gotten better. That's why he's getting this fan base. People are noticing he's getting better. People are noticing he's pretty good. And I think that's pretty much why, all the Reddit clips, rank S, stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you think it's important just for players in general to like think about their personal brand a lot and like build that stuff up?
It just depends on what kind of person you are. Like I'm a very outgoing, like I'm loud, I'm social, so it's like so it's not for everybody. Streaming, it's not for everybody. So, but yeah, it is important to build your brand, 100%, because pro CS is not going to last forever.
Right.
It may last a long time, but it's not going to last forever. Streaming will most likely last a much longer time than being a pro player. So,
how old are you?
I'm 22.
22. Many years left.
Exactly.
Yeah. So a couple last questions here. How do you feel about umps? What's your opinion on umps? Too strong? Good enough?
I don't know. They're too strong. They're too strong. They shouldn't be a viable option in a gun round at all. The nerf was actually pretty good. I think it was all right. The nerf was all right. They're still pretty damn good, in my opinion. But it's like, that's not even the real issue. The real issue is pistols. Like, what are you doing with these pistols? That's, yeah, but, yeah. I think the ump is a little bit OP. But the nerf that they just did made it a little better. But
So here's a follow-up question then for pistols. If you play a anti-eco perfectly, will you win every time?
No, you won't. Because you'll have some guy who just wide swings out with a 5.7 and just one-tap two people. It's like, that can't happen. But
sometimes that's you.
Yeah, but still, when I do it, I'm like $500.
Yeah.
$500, you guys.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Right. And one last thing. So recently, I don't know if you noticed, but now you can hear flashes before they're thrown, or just as they leave your hands. Have you noticed the impact of this change? Or like, do you like it? Or?
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, I see the pros and cons to it. I could go either way. You could take it out. You can put it. You can leave it in. I don't know. It's a good addition. It's a decent addition, I feel, but it's also like it hinders a little bit of like that some positions on the map, like ladder on train. But I can go either way. I'm kind of like in the middle.
You're in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the interview, man.
Hey,
I really
problem.
appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your rest of the time in Dallas. And if you want more coverage just like that, you can find it right here on Yahoo Esports.